Just taking a deep breath. Great Big East game. Just trying to get my thoughts together here. Obviously, a very, very tough place to play. Honestly, I was surprised that there was empty seats up in the section. I mean, you got a national championship team, and this place should be sold out every day. You know what I mean? Like, and I just was shocked. That actually shocked me. You got a top 10 team, a Saturday night game. This place should have been bouncing off the wall on a Saturday night with a team that's out there like that. That's just what I saw. Proud of our men. I thought we got better today. You know, we didn't win the game yet. I thought we improved. I thought our men were really locked in, dialed in. And, you know, we had to withstand a couple of runs, but I liked our maturity. I liked our poise, especially down the stretch. And again, we got to find a way to do the little things to get us over the hump. And when you see what they were able to do, I thought they did the simple things better than us today, and that was the result of the game. So, Big East game, hard opponent. We got to find a way to get us a win on Wednesday when we play Butler. That's our concentration. Overall, proud of our men. I thought our men played hard. I thought we played together. I thought we were connected, and I thought we were tough.
All right, we'd like to open questions to players.
KJ, you guys, UConn gave you guys some good punches, and you guys punched back. What was it about tonight that allowed you guys to stay in the game up until pretty much the last possession?
I think our togetherness, you know, great atmosphere, great environment. When they made their runs, it got rocky in here, but I think we stayed together as a unit, you know, and we were talking through, you know, the little things that we saw on the court, and we fixed them. You know, ultimately we, you know, weathered the storm and, you know, we made our run down the stretch. But like Coach said, we just got to find ways to, you know, win games like this, especially in places like this. And so, but I'm proud of our guys for staying through, you know, staying together and staying connected through, you know, all they, you know, the runs they had.
Any other questions for players?
KJ, the 4-point play there, you know, to get within 3, you just go through that play and what's going through your mind there. You're thinking at that point. I'm sure you're thinking throughout. You know, there's a shot here, but that really,
Yeah.
you know, close.
You know, Coach drew up a good play. And, you know, my teammates trusted me, and you know, I got ultimate confidence within myself to, you know, shoot the ball and think it's going in, and you know, it went in, and I made the free throw. But you know, ultimately, I wish we still won. So, but yeah, great play.
Any other questions for players, or let a coach?
So for either one of the players, you know, what's it like coming into an environment like this and trying to steal a win from UConn?
Go ahead, Kate.
I mean, we're always blessed to be in any environment like this, playing in front of a bunch of people, and these games like this, it just helps us get more united and play harder. We become way closer as a team and a unit and a family with these games, and they're always exciting. And just the more of the stories is we always become more closer together. So, I mean, games like this, everybody wishes they play in these. I grew up wishing that I was in these moments. So it's just a blessing.
Questions for coach?
The metrics may say one thing, but when you, I'm sorry. The metrics may say one thing, but when you watch the games, it kind of tells you a different story. Is this league much tougher, top to bottom, maybe than those metrics suggest?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the brightest guy in the room with, you know, I mean, I don't believe in metrics per se. I trust my eyes. I absolutely love the Big East, and it's unfortunate that we don't have many teams with better records, us being one. I mean, we can beat anybody in our league any night, road or home. Unfortunately, we haven't been fortunate to do that. Yeah, I mean, I think you just got to throw the numbers out. You know, I've been in the Big East now for 24 years. I've been blessed to coach in this incredible league as an assistant and as a head coach, and it's frustrating when you lose, yet to answer your question, metrics don't mean much to me. You know, you win or lose. And today, you know, we've played them in 2 games, and we have a total of 7 points that's separating us from the number 6 team in America. 7 points. 7 points against the number 6 team in America. So I got to do a better job with my group.
Any other questions?
Coach, you coached in this area for a long time in New England. You know, what's it like for you to have your sisters here tonight?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for it was great to see Leslie and Robin, and you know, we had some family members, you know, come up. Very really grateful that they were able to come. Grateful for all of our Georgetown fans that were in attendance today, but it was really nice to see them at the game.
Alex Karaban became the program's all-time winningest player tonight. I mean, you've gone against him a lot. You've been very complimentary of him in the past.
Yes.
What does that say about him?
You know, it's where college basketball is right now. He's taking full advantage of what this new era is, and you know, I tried to recruit him when I was at Providence, and so I've known him, saw him grow up. To say that here at this school is really saying something, and it goes to his fortitude and his loyalty. You know, loyalty is really, really big right now, and when you can get retainment like that, you can have the rewards that, you know, he deserves. I thought his three was a really, really big game changer today, late in the second half, off of a bad closeout. But, you know, I'm happy for him, and hopefully we get another opportunity to play UConn in the Big East tournament.
Coach, Terrace Reed got off to a hot start against you guys on the road, and then, you know, the second half was a little less, and today you kind of took him out of the game. What were you able to do tonight? What changed maybe to slow him down?
I mean, I think he got a little foul trouble, you know, so it's hard when you know, you're trying to play through fouls, and, you know, Vince is 7 foot, Julius is 7 foot. Them are some big ass kids in there, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a cakewalk in the middle of that lane, and, you know, he just didn't have one of his better games, yet his team won. So, you know, Reeby did a good job stepping up for them. I don't know if so much what we did, it was more what he didn't do.
Thank you, everyone.
My man has a question here with the Mac hat on. So I saw the Mac. So I want to make sure I give you some love with that Mac hat on, baby.
Coach, you were mentioning some of the little things that you guys didn't do tonight. What specifically do you guys need to work on in that area, and what did you see UConn do that you guys didn't?
Well, we got to make free throws. I thought we missed 8 free throws. We lost by 4. I thought we had some untimely fouls. You know, Danny was about to call a timeout, and we put one of their best free throw shooters on the line. They got 2 points. It went from 6 to 8. We had a bad, you know, just small things in the game. I don't know what they did well without watching the tape as far as little things, but I know what we didn't do, and you know, hopefully we can learn from it and get better. Like, these games are, you know, margin, like really, really small. And, you know, they were fortunate to do those small things well, and that's why they won. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, just a testament to Alex, I thought today. You know, he almost didn't play against Butler because he was dealing with illness. You know, but he, you know, he's, you know, he is who he is. You know, the most accomplished player in college basketball. Still, you know, one of the most unsung great players in college basketball that doesn't get on lists and different things, but you know, all he's done is won and come up with clutch performances. And he almost didn't play today. He's been dealing with, you know, with a leg thing where he did not do much the last 2 days, and then just gutted it the hell out today. So, you know, today was about, for me, just you know, Alex's greatness. You know, just his greatness and who he is, and then obviously you know, I thought, you know, Eric with Taris having putting himself in foul trouble in a variety of ways, and then just, you know, having a game where you know, where you get four points, 1 rebound, you know, from the starting center. Obviously, if Eric doesn't step up the way he did today, you know, we don't win the game. So it was good to see Solo, you know, hit some threes. But you know, we just thrilled to be able to get out of here with a win. Georgetown, I mean, Ed you know, don't doubt what Ed Cooley's going to do at Georgetown for a second. You know, this is a much different team than we played earlier, and they're going to be very, very dangerous the rest of the way in the Big East tournament to advance and make a run. They got some guards. You know, Mulready today was like Steph Curry. I mean, it was. You know, they're going to be tough to deal with in New York.
Dan, Alex had 1 shot attempt in the first half, and then, you know, he's always hit big shots, but how much did that second half kind of reflect his 4 years here and what he's been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't really move. I mean, it was like Kirk fucking Gibson, you know, like versus the Dodgers. I mean, it was like dragging his leg around the base pads, and it wasn't obviously as dramatic a moment in sports history, but it was like he couldn't move really, or he was compromised. And but if he doesn't play today, obviously we don't win the game because you know we've got to get some people going here. I mean, and again, you could say it's the coach not playing people, but. You know, when you put people in the game and you start playing, man, you got to have a positive impact on the court if you're a bench player. If you start to have a negative impact on the court as a bench player, you're going to get deep spaced. And, you know, I just don't, you know, minus Eric there, you know, we've got to get more from our bench. But they got to give me a reason to keep them on the court.
Yeah, you mentioned Mulready. I mean, they hit 12 threes. And it seemed to, at times, drive the ball to the hole fairly well as well. I mean, does the defense remain a concern for you? And you know, what do you attribute to? I mean, sometimes a team gets hot, but was the defense just not good on the perimeter tonight?
No, I thought like the first half it was good. You know, I think for us it was, you know, trying to do a better job guarding the paint. You know, I'm you know, Mulready has been shooting to cover off the ball. You know, obviously tonight was a career high. Yes. By 14 coming in. Yeah, so I mean he made 4 threes. I mean a couple of them we were in his airspace. You know, Mac obviously I thought we did a good job on him. He shoots, you know, pulls up in transition the ball. I mean it might have hit the shot clock and then, you know, bounced in. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely defensive concerns, but I thought we did a good job in the first half. I thought they made some really hard shots in the second half. Obviously, Silas in foul trouble and Taris in foul trouble hurt our defense some. They missed some time with 3 fouls, and then obviously Taris then picked up his 4th foul and his 5th foul pretty quickly.
And I guess that the 5th foul is kind of maybe the biggest head scratcher on a 3-point shot.
Either why he did it, or was it a foul? Did he foul him?
It's hard to see from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you can't foul him there. I mean, you have to have the discipline to not do that. I mean, it sets off a chain of events, there where if he just makes a three, I think it stays at 4, right? Now he cuts it to 3. He's now fouled out of the game. He's a big screener for us when we're trying to get the ball inbound versus pressure. But yeah, I mean, that reared its head today. I thought that, Alex couldn't pull the trigger, and then the guards, when it got tight there, it looked like we weren't making second and third moves to try to get open and want the ball as much as you should as a guard at that point in the game. It was a real shit show at the end.
Coach, it seems like the scouting report for a number of teams is to put pressure on UConn. How do you feel the team is handling the pressure in key spots in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we had 20 assists and 10 turnovers. I think Silas had a head scratcher where just casually dribbling, he dribbles off his leg. Obviously, at the end of the game, we could have did a better job of getting open versus pressure. But yeah, 20 assists to 10 turnovers. I'd like that to be 20 assists to 7 turnovers.
Obviously, he didn't start the first game in that 22-23 season. Sampson started. I'm just curious what you thought. Did you ever think that he would change the program, or the program would change so much, once he got into that lineup and what he's done?
I think Alex might have missed some time in the preseason. I think he might have had an ankle, or he might have had something that knocked him out of practice. So, would he have won the starting job? If he was healthy, I think he might have missed some time there. But no, I mean, we were scared to death of Alex. I mean, not the game, not the mind, not the skills, not the work ethic, and not the commitment and team first mentality. It was just, he was just scary, introverted. I mean, I thought he was going to piss his pants when he got on the court. I mean, it just was so awkward socially. His growth in college, I mean, his growth on this campus, and as a man, as someone that's confident, as a confident, manly, good person that's all about team, and his alter ego. It's like his happy place is on the court. I misread the whole situation. It's like he's at his happiest and most confident in front of 20,000 people playing basketball. And then at other times when he first got here, he's fucking weird. Ed? You gonna make me attack Ed?
No, I didn't. He attacked the fans. I just want to ask.
Is that what you're gonna ask me?
No. I was going to ask about just Hashim. What did you get to talk to him at all today, or the last, since you've been here, and what do you think of his career here?
Yeah, I mean, when he's all-time great Husky. When he was here, he was the most dominant players in college basketball. One of the top picks in the draft. And now he's reached immortality. He goes down in history. His children, his grandchildren. I mean, he's part of the history of college basketball, and he's such a sweet guy, man. I mean, just an awesome guy to talk to. No ego, humble, and just a special guy. See why Coach Calhoun loved him so much.
Hey, Coach. The first thing Ed said when he walked in here was that he was surprised by the turnout in the student section. Is that something that concerns you, especially because you always like to hype up the crowd during the big moments?
Well, I've kind of given up on that a little bit. I've done that. I don't get the same response. I guess. When we took the program from where it was, which was, I don't know, what was the Ken Palm when we took over? I don't know exactly what that was exactly, but when we first got here, we played in front of paltry crowds. Sam's doing something. What do you got, Sam? It was a 179 Ken Palm when this group of people got together here to rebuild the program. So, we played in front of crowds. And this is the basketball capital of the world. But we played in front of crowds my first year or two when we weren't very good. I remember playing at the XL Center in front of 7, 8, 9,000 people versus Tulsa, or, in here versus South Florida. And I'm not shitting on them. I mean, those are all really good programs, but I'm just the state of where we were, where, maybe we're getting 5,000 or 6,000 people. But when we've given our fans 2 national championships out of the last 3 years. We're 24-2. We're 14-1. We've been ranked at the top of the rankings the whole year. I don't. I don't know who named. Did the school name? We're the basketball capital of the world. There shouldn't be criticisms of our crowds at games. Ed, when I saw Ed during the handshake line, Ed asked me what was up with the crowd. And there was just a lot of empty seats. I think the section behind our basket was empty. It should be a madhouse when we play here at the basketball capital of the world for our games. Like, we need our fans in the games from the tip when we're playing defense to get loud. And obviously when we score or hit a 3 or dunk the ball, it's pretty easy. But when we look at the environments that we play in, when we wear the UConn jersey, Xavier's a madhouse when we go there. Creighton is a madhouse. When we play St. John's now in the Big East road game, that's not Store South no more. That environment that we played in was a serious, nasty environment, an intense environment. We were at a major disadvantage in terms of the atmosphere. I mean, I could go to Kansas and, some of these different places that we play. But, yeah, I mean, I try to get the crowd. Fans could criticize me all you want. I got some fucking equity. I've got 2 national championships here in the last 3 years, and we've given you the season that there's a lot of programs across the country that fans wish they had going. So, I'm not doing that anymore, though. I asked the players to try to do it. You don't come to watch a game. It's not a fucking social event. Right? Like, this is the basketball capital of the world. We need our fans to come to the game and be loud as shit from the start. It needs to be a madhouse.
Dan, when your centers have 3 rebounds combined, how important is it for a guy like Silas? Silas had 12 and almost had a second triple-double of the year. What can you say about your performance from your point guard?
I mean, what do I say about that? I mean, so there's the thing. Like, we've had a great season. We've had a great season. I mean, you could poke holes in a lot of things on a lot of teams, and I think you take our best wins of the year. You see what Florida's doing. You see what Illinois is doing. You see what Kansas was doing up until today. I mean, we've had some of the best wins of anyone in the country in the non-con. Obviously, BYU when they were healthy. So, we've had a great season. If we don't fix our shit, though, we're not going to have a championship season. Eric saved us today with his offense, but yeah, to get 3 rebounds from the center position, like that shit didn't happen when it was like Adama, Donovan, It just fucking didn't happen. So we've got to get that fixed, amongst other things. Like I said, the bench performance, and that's not on me. That is not on me. I've said this a million times. The easiest thing for me to distribute is playing time. And if players don't look like they're ready, these games have major ramifications for us. And if you don't look like you're ready to play, I got to get you off the court. Thanks, guys. Stop this guy.
Alex, when you first stepped on right here, when you first stepped on campus here, did you ever envision that you'd become the all-time winningest player in program history? I mean, that's got to feel pretty good to hear.
Definitely not. When I first came to UConn, I was worried about playing, like just getting out there and just making an impact. And to now have been here and to be the all-time winningest player at, you know, it's a program like UConn. It's a special program. It's a historic program, and so many legends, so many great players, so many great winners. And, you know, to have my name at the top of that list, it's special. And I'll forever be blessed for all the teammates I've had. I'll forever be blessed to play for the best coaching staff that's, you know, made it easier to get those wins too.
Coach was talking about those early days when you first got here, and he said, you know, he said you were weird, and I think he used the word awkward, and he thought you were going to piss your pants when you got out on the court. How much have you grown from those days? And just looking back on it, you know, when he says that this program has completely changed with you here, how much do you sink that in and feel that?
Well, I'm going to say first, he's right about the awkwardness. He's right about everything. I was super shy coming in, no beard. And I think I told him after my redshirt year, too, that my first game that I watched, it was at Seton Hall, and I wasn't even playing. Like, I wasn't eligible to play. I told him I was going to throw up, like, and I was, like, so nervous. So I've definitely grown a lot winning as a player. But, I mean, for him to say all those words is a blessing. I mean, he's the first person to believe in me, and he's the first person to really give me confidence out there as a player. I mean, he didn't have to play me my freshman year. He didn't have to start me. He didn't have to do any of that. And for him to believe in me, for him to have all that trust in me, and for our relationship to grow this much, I mean, he's been the most influential person in my life, and I'll forever, I don't know how I could repay him. Like, I'll forever be grateful for him, and he's always a part of my life.
So you've been with him for 3 years. Can you just talk about what it's like to have, he's going to get a rebound, make a big three, make the free throws, make the extra pass. How much does this team benefit from what he brings to the court?
Yeah, I mean, just a true veteran through and through, most definitely. Being around him for the past 3 years, definitely my locker mate too in the practice facility, if that means too much. But it just makes everything easier for everyone around him. And that's one thing that you can't trade for the world. I mean, just being out on the court, you know exactly where you need to be. You can ask him for literally anything. And then off the court, just a great dude, down to earth, calm. Definitely has his size to him. But I love AK, man. I love AK. Everything he's done for this program is just definitely something you can't trade for the world. So.
Besides who I have.
Silas, 1 assist shy of a triple-double, but I'm sure you probably, I don't even know if did you even realize that during the game? You're trying to win the game, obviously. Was that even on your mind at all? Did you know that you were that close? Or?
Nah, I don't think I kind of knew I was close. I kind of knew I was rebounding well tonight, but I was just trying to get the win. You know, they kept clawing back into the game as we were trying to extend the lead, but I wasn't too aware of it. I was just trying to just get a win.
Rebound probably was about 2 minutes left, and what was it? I think Alex missed a three. Oh no, then Braylon missed a three. You grabbed that offensive rebound, got fouled. That was maybe the biggest board of the night for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just being the first person to the ball, that will to want to, extend the lead and try to get an extra possession for us. That's just trying to make a identity play and, extend another possession, like I said. So just trying to be the first person to the ball. Coach always praises trying to get extra possessions, and he's always telling us that we need to rebound more. So I'm kind of just trying to be better at my position and rebound better.
This is for any of the players. It looks like the scouting report for other teams is to pressure UConn. It looks like in certain situations you guys haven't handled it as well as you could. Any thoughts on your ability to handle pressure going forward?
I mean, for the most part, we did a good job. Besides, the end of the game was, it definitely wasn't good. We got to do a better job of handling that. I just got to do a better job of making decisions when inbounding the ball. But we've faced pressure for a while now. We've practiced against it every single day. So we see it, we're prepared for it. We just got to do a good job of executing it. And for some moments we did, but towards the end of the game, we definitely didn't execute what the coaches wanted.
Just to follow up, Silas, there's one play where it looked like wasn't a lot of pressure on you, and it ended up being a turnover. Any thoughts on that particular play?
Just being lackadaisical with the ball. I think not taking every dribble as serious or just not being as locked in. I think just got to be better, and especially when there's no pressure, that's unacceptable, and we just got to clean those things up.
Coach said that you guys need more out of the bench. What is your guys' role as starters in between games during practice in film to kind of help the bench work through kind of a collective struggle right now?
Give them confidence. Give them confidence. We know how talented they are, and we know how much we need them. I mean, there's some days too where they kick our ass in practice. So really, we know how important they are to the team. We know that we need them, and just to continue to give them confidence day in and day out.
So, what does 1,000 points? I think you're the fourth starter to 1,000 points on this team. What does that milestone mean to you, and just your start to this game? Just to have your shot, it seems like it's back, but just to get over kind of the slump that you were in 20 in back-to-back games.
To be honest, going into the game, I don't really think about any of that stuff. So, I mean, the fact that I hit 1,000 points is definitely a blessing. Thank the man upstairs, thank God. But definitely just came into this game just going in, just trying to win the game and handle business. Just another conference game that we knew we had to gut out. Definitely wasn't pretty. But, I mean, just going to those situations, and I think that's what you live for. Just growing up playing basketball your whole life. I mean, that's just something you just dream of in your backyard, playing at the college basketball level and then scoring 1,000 points. So I find that pretty cool. But, I mean, it's very minuscule compared to the goals that we have in mind this year. So, I mean, that's all we're focused on, just winning.